Welcome to Flash Tutorial 7, Simple Explosion Effects. Starting a new FLA. I don't think we're writing any action script, but I'll select action script 3 anyway in case I do. And we're going to just make a little animated explosion. So we're going to start off by opening the library right here. If you don't have the library docked here, look under Window and click Library. And down in the corner it says New Symbol. Click on that. Make sure Movie Clip is selected and EXP as an explosion underscore MC. Now we're inside of that movie clip we made right here. And I want to select this layer and call it BALL1, ball 1. I want no stroke, so click here and go up and click here so there's no stroke. And I'm going to start off with a ridge fill. Here's something called the rectangle tool. You could have it already selected in an oval tool, but I want to click on it if it isn't, and I want to select the oval tool. Hold the shift button down and make a circle. Pick up the selection tool, highlight it, click on it, and drag it above that cross. Right there. Lock that layer for a minute. Insert a layer. Call it MASK as in the word mask 1. Select that frame. Now come down here, pick up a different color this time. Let's go with a bluish color. Make a rectangle, so go back to this rectangle tool. This time I want to select rectangle and start here to make a rectangle. Again, I want it to be as wide as that, so if it isn't, pick up this free transform tool, highlight it, and move it a little bit to the right or left. It's got to be bigger than the diameter of the circle. I'm going to use my selection tool, in my case, and move it over a bit. Now, go back here, click on this. I want a black stroke this time. Going back and pick up my oval tool, and I'm going to hold my shift down and make a circle approximately the size of that one. Pick up my selection tool, highlight it, and drag it. Don't leave it go until you get it so it's just aligned with the center of that. Click off to the side, click the center, press delete, double click on this ring, press delete, and we have this mask. We'll call it a mask. Pick up your selection tool, highlight that mask, right click, copy it, lock that mask layer, insert a layer, call it mask 2, MASK2, right click, paste in place. So now I have 2 masks, and I can prove that because if I close these off, I see that one. If I hide this one, I see that one. Okay. Lock that layer, insert another layer, call it mask 3, MASK3. Make sure it's the only layer that's unlocked. Right click, paste in place, lock that layer, select another layer, mask 4, MASK4. Make sure that's the only one that's unlocked. Select that first frame, right click, paste in place. Let's go back to unlock the ball layer. Select the first frame, get the selection tool, highlight it, right click, copy that ball, lock all the layers, select the mask 1 layer, insert a layer, call it ball 2, BALL2, select that first frame. Again, make sure it's the only layer that's unlocked. Right click up here, paste in place, lock that, select the mask 2 layer, come down, insert a layer, ball 3, come up here, paste in place, lock all the layers, select mask 3, insert a layer, ball 4, and select that frame, paste in place. Now lock all the layers, hide all the layers for a minute. Select the 2 bottom ones, and that's ball 1. And what I want to do is I want you to take it so that this mask is all the way down covering that ball. So just unlock the mask 1 layer, pick up your selection tool, highlight it, and use your arrow keys and bring it down to there. Alright, now unlock the balls layer and the mask layer. Click off to the side, click here, drag down in one motion, come off. So I got these blue two frames selected. Get that fuzzy square thing, right click, create classic tween. Now go up about 25 frames each, click in the one motion, come down, right click, insert keyframes. Now lock the ball. Just select this last frame. Make sure you select just the mask thing. Arrow keys and bring it up. Bring it up. So you have like 3 or 4 ball spaces in here. Lock that layer. Unlock the ball layer. Select this last frame. Bring this up using the arrow key. Bring this up to there. So now if I click here and hit my enter, that's what you see. Okay, you see no ball, then you see all the ball. Okay, lock that layer. They're all locked. We can hide these. We don't need these anymore. Unhide these two. Unhide, what a word. So these two. Start with the ball. Unlock the ball layer. Highlight it. Make sure it's all fuzzy. Click it and put it here in line with that cross. Each. Right there. Lock that layer. Unlock this layer. Click here. Now up here there's something called the free transform tool. Click on it. Get on the corner and turn it till it's right angles. Pick up your selection tool. Highlight it. Bring it down. Again, until it just covers like that. And that's the same, excuse me, I'm going to close them all off here. That's the same as we did on this frame for this one, but now it's sideways. Showing that. Now, we have only thing unlocked is this mask layer. Actually, let's unlock the both of them. Click here, come down, one motion, get that fuzzy square, right click, create a classic tween. This time go up to about 40 frames for these two. Don't jump layers. Insert keyframe. Let's start with the mask, and let's move the mask using the arrow key. I'm only going to make it about 2 or 3 ball lengths in here. Lock that. Unlock the ball itself. Use the arrow. Bring it to right there. Good. Lock those two. Hide those two. Now let's just go to back to scene 1 for a second. Back to scene 1. Call this explosion, EXP. Boom, explosion. Select frame 1. Open the library panel, and you have this explosion movie clip. Just drag it on the stage. And let's just test it and see if it's doing something here. Test control. I want control. Test movie test. And there they are. Good. That's good. Happy with that. Go back to the movie clip, and all you need to do is double click here on here somewhere, and that puts us back to this movie clip. Okay. Unlock 3 and 4. Pull this down a little bit. Let's make this bigger here. 200. Oops, excuse me. Let's make this 50. And let's make this a short one. So let's unlock the ball layer. Select the ball. Pick it up and put it to the side. That was better if it was bigger. Yep. Lock the ball. Unlock the mask. You need that free transform tool. Rotate it sideways. And it doesn't matter that it's off the stage. That's not going to hurt us. And we want to start with it completely covered. There. Good. And now unlock the ball. Click off to the side. Click, drag in one motion. Fuzzy square, right click, classic tween. Let's make this one go up to 50 frames. Get off. Right click, insert keyframes. And selection tool again. Let's do the mask first. It's selected. Use my arrow keys, and let's take this one way off, almost off the stage, right to there. Lock that one. Now you may be in the middle of the stage, that's alright. Lock that one. Unlock the ball. It's highlighted. Drag it until it just almost touches there. That one's done. And we have one more to do. Let's go back to frame 1. Let's select the ball first. Highlight it. And that's got to be dragged. Let's see what we got here. We got one over there. We got one there. Oh, we got to go down with this one. Of course, we got to go down with this one. So, select the ball, drag it down. Lock the ball, unlock the mask, drag it down so it covers it. Oh, we actually have to turn it around, don't we? So pick up the free transform tool, turn it completely around, pick up the selection tool, use the arrow keys, and we just want to have it completely covered. There it is, that's good. Select these layers, both of them, right click, make classic tween, and let's go up to 15-ish. Insert keyframes, unlock the mask, select it, bring it down as far as you wish. You'll play around and get different effects. And now select the ball and bring it down till the ball is just seen. And let's go back to the main timeline for a minute. And I want to move this. So let's go 20, 50, 25. Make sure it's unlocked. Select frame 1. Highlight it all. And pick it up and move it somewhere. There. Now let's test this out for a minute. Oh, this is going to be good. Going to be good, I think. Or you'll get the idea anyway. Double click. We're back inside of the movie clip. Unlock them all. And lock them again. Make sure you can see them all. Now, click on this, double click on this, and it opens this menu. Click mask, OK. Double click on this one, mask. Click mask, OK. Double click on this mask, you got the procedure. And double click on this one. So now we have 4 masks. See, they're gone. Click on ball 4. Click, hold your button down, and drag it slightly up to the right till you see that little ball. Leave it go. Now they have, you see how the different patterns have it? Click on this one. Click on this one, drag up to the right. You'll see a little ball. Click this one. Now, the mask is only going to show us what we want to see. Control, test, movie, test. Okay, these ones here are too long. When they're long, if they're long, then you don't, they go too slow. So select these 2 frames, click on them, drag them down to there. Click here, all in one motion, highlight those, remove those frames. And let's do the same here. Click in here for those 2, right click, insert a keyframe. No, let's not do that. Do the same way. Click here and click here. Drag them over. Click here. Remove frames. And let's test that again. Test, movie, test. There you go. There you go. Naturally, you're going to play around with this. They probably don't want the motors far, is what I would guess. So let's just look through that ball 3 for a minute. Let's undo ball 3 and mask 3. Unlock them. Click, click, click. Make sure both are selected. You can see they're both selected. Let's move them in. There. And maybe this one. Click, click. Oops, unlock these 2. 2 and 2. Click, click all in one motion. And highlight them both. And move them closer. Now let's see what that looks like. Control, test, movie, test. If I unlock the layers, I can see my masks when I move this. And the 2 I don't like are this one and this one. I think they're too far out. I think this one here is number 4. I can do this. Yeah, this is number 4. So lock them all except for number 4. Unlock them. And what I want to do is click on these 2. And I want these 2 closer. So while they're highlighted, you may be happy with what you created. I'm going to move that one up there. The one I don't like now is the one that's going up. And that's number 1, I believe. If I hide them all. Yeah, number 1. I want to change that. So I'm going to make sure they're all visible. And it's number 1 that I want to change. So unlock number 1. Select these 2 frames. And I want to bring these down. Now if you're quite happy with what you have, stay with it. Now let's test this. Control, test, movie, test. Yeah, I like that. And if you want it to happen faster, if it's all too slow for you, just click here like this. Go like this. Got 5 or 6 frames. Right click, remove frames. And now it's going to happen faster for us. Test, movie, test. Now I've done some modifications to mine. I've added 4 more layers. So I have a lot going on. And you'll notice when you're working with these that they don't always display exactly as they should up here. Because right now it's like I'm missing one up there, but I know there is one. If I blank them out one at a time, that's that one. That's the one, that one. There's that one, but for some reason this one's there. See how that's... So That's just a crazy thing that happens. But right now I have 4 more. And I went back to scene 1. I clicked off to the side of the stage here, opened the properties panel, and the stage I made black. And now this is what I ended up with. Looks a little better. I hope you learned something from this tutorial, and I hope you use what you learn.